Welcome, brawlers. I'm the Hermit, and I hope you're ready to trigger twice and cut once, because our commander today is Isshin to Heavens as one. For Mardu mana, we get a legendary Human Samurai 3/4. A creature attacking causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger. That ability triggers an additional time. And the abilities that we're gonna be making the most of are Mobilize abilities, so we have cards like Stadium Headliner, Surgo, Thunder's Decree, and we have one of the best cards from Alchemy, Waystone Guidance. Attacking tokens you control get +1/+0. And whenever you cast your first creature spell each turn, that spell gains Mobilize 2. We also have other creatures that make tokens like Hero of Light, Teacher of the Schism, and even Stormforge Armor. It's an equipment, it equips for 3 life, and equip creature has whenever this creature attacks, conjure a card named Bolt Lightning. So if we have Lightning, also known as Isshin, then we get 2 Bolt Lightnings, just for 3 life. We have also a couple of saddles that have attack triggers, Bulwark Ox, puts a counter if it's saddle, Caustic Bronco, has a Dark Oath in that trigger, but if it's saddle, then our opponent loses the life instead of us. We also have your small creatures for protection, Giver, Mother, and we have Esper Sentinel, Hopeful Initiate, Ruby Collector. Another alchemy card that we're gonna be trying is Highway River. It has Start Your Engines, but the attack trigger is whenever this creature enters or attacks, target creature in your graveyard perpetually gets unearthed, and the unearthed cost is equal to this mana cost. Then if we get to max speed, we may pay 0 rather than paying for an unearthed cost. For an unearthed cost every turn. Other than that, your typical aggro finishers, Dollmaker Shop, Elspeth, Aurelia, and the Incarnation Elementals. We have Brewstar, draws us cards, while exiles the top, we may play it if it's a non-land, and we get a Nox if it's a land. I think Tajik Legion's Valor is the only creature that doesn't have an attack trigger. Also, we have Delny, since some of our mobilized creatures have 2 or less power, and obviously the tokens we make are not gonna be blocked with Delny out. Since we want to mobilize, we are playing an alchemy card that whenever you sacrifice a permanent, the topmost creature in your graveyard, in your library, perpetually gets +1/+0. So if we mobilize, the creatures go to the end step, they sacrifice themselves. Then we get a +1/+1 on a creature card from the top of our library. And in Pakal, Talia, Guardian of Thraben. Since we're gonna be making so many tokens, we have Lantern Flare, Charge Humiliation, Thraben Charm, so that we can remove our opponent's creatures. For card draw, we have Mary. If we attack with Mary and another legendary, we draw a card. Or 2 if we have our commander, Horn of the Mark. Whenever 2 or more creatures attack a player, look at the top 5, reveal a creature card, and put it into your hand. So that's the deck. Now let's get it into the queue and mobilize our stuff against our opponent. Spiral, Chief of Compliance. This one's gonna be rough. Okay. There we go. So we name human with the Cavern of Souls, and half of our opponent's plans are gonna go out the window. Do they know? Maybe if they get Field of Ruin. Wasteland also. But no attacks. Minus 6. Decline. Yes, we can exile Sagan. Or maybe opponent counters. Okay. Yeah, but they get ominous seas trigger. Strategic planning doesn't draw cards, but I guess it costs 1 mana, so it's good as a cantrip gets. Yeah, let's take the action here. So that we can deal a little bit more damage to our opponent. First, let's play Perilous Snare. That collapse. Now let's exile Sagan, Solitude, kill Brawl. Play you. Attack, hit for a bunch, and transform.
Virtue will always triumph. A worthy opponent.
Okay, opponent replace Brawl.
Justice cannot be killed.
And the GG's. Wow, that was fast, actually. Didn't expect that to hit so hard. But I guess get dunked, Brawl. Got the cavern right on time. GG's. The verbose host. Okay. So they want to get to max speed as fast as possible. Okay. Guess we play waste on guidance. After that, I think we can either Tajik or Lightning. I guess Lightning since we're not attacking yet. Okay, Stifle on the guidance trigger. Not terrible, but I don't think that's where opponent want to be. The Fairy Master of Time.
All right. Who's ready for a good... Don't worry. I'll think of something.
Guess we go after the Fairy, see what opponent does. Okay, they face out Lightning.
Get it, time out.
Now we out Moxamber. And play Thalia.
Ideas, like seconds, are fleeting.
Invisible Stalker, that's a nice way to get to max speed. And that's either a counter spell or... Well, I guess it could be card draw, or I'm thinking it might be an extra turn. Let's get Tajik. And since opponent is guaranteed to heroes,
Don't worry. I'll think of something.
we should probably just attack with everyone. Two, three, four, I guess, and the rest at our opponent. And this only gets one counter because it needs to be with lesser power than the jig. And I guess there's a very small chance that the porter card is the one that exiles a creature, makes a Raven form, that's the name, or Behold the Mortaver, since they want to draw cards, he draws 2 or 4 with max speed under commander. And yeah, I guess opponent didn't have a way to deal with our board. And us getting like 8 2-1s whenever we attack. So good game, good game. Priest. This doesn't get Planeswalker, it's artifact or creature. So I guess we might use Fury for that, but we need to remember if we have Waste on Guidance out. Okay, if we don't have it, then it won't matter, but if we do, we need to cast something before Fury, otherwise Fury gets mobilized too, but then it dies. Yeah, that makes sense. The priests, they are probably all about sacrifice. And this is gonna be a creature that... Oh, it's removal, okay. Liliana of the Veil.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows like me. Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
And greased. Okay, if we draw a land, we will deal with our opponent's stuff. Player discards. I think it's
Drop
static
it.
snare. Highway River. I guess we can kill everything, but we want to. The opponent makes thing and they make us. Okay. Yeah, I guess this is the roundabout way, but they get rid of our entire board. Oh, they make us discard.
I'm tired
Okay.
of your secrets.
And another edict. Tell a creature you control, return target creature from your graveyard. Now we go like this. One and three, no, 2 and 1.
You picked a fight with the wrong necromancer. Whatever. Luck favors the foolish, after all.
Lisa Sunslayer. Okay, good games. Yeah, we were gonna be able to attack with both. I think we could also Goblin Bombardment so that we get Fury back. We had choices. Good game, Grease. Ima. Not the most aggressive hand, but it might do enough. So I think we play the armor on turn 3. Okay. Captain Everhard. Do we want to get rid of it? Maybe. Let's see what they tutor with their commander. Flowering of the white tree. Okay, I guess it's time then. We will decline for now. And let's get the armor now. Beep. combat attack. And I think we can maybe win next turn. We get a treasure, we have 5 mana, Goblin Bombardment, Lightning. Okay, get lost. Fair enough. Atomic. Guess we played Lightning. And Explore. An Impacal, okay. Let's equip you as well. This area. Is this the turn? And what do you get? A 1 cost legendary, maybe a 2 cost. Lauren of the Third Path. When attacks, I don't think they know what they're doing. Now, score combat, trigger. Is this lethal? I guess it was. GG's. GG's. This opponent needed to do the math there. Against the Black Death, also known as an Azusa player. This hand is a bit sketchy, but we can try it. We need some way to unlock our colored mana from the Birch. Human. If we draw the land, we can still play Ambergris and hopefully Legion. Tajik, Legion's Valor. Bristly Bill. I think we play Lightning. And that bill is gonna become huge. They play Azusa, put like 3 total counters, maybe even more if they have fetches. Rip mine. Okay. It's gonna be that kind of game. And obviously if our opponent plays a Ramen-up Excavator / Crucible of Words, we just concede. There's no point in playing that out. Crimson Zenith, but yeah, they need to do that for 3, I think. Okay, Rofelos. Now we have Tajik. I think Tajik might be able to solo this game. Now that we have a blocker, we can attack with the cat. No questions asked. Oracle of Moldaya. Ooh. And another land. Of course. I think we will kill the Oracle. Yeah, that was too much ramping. And now they have Some Bahamut. I'm wondering. I guess maybe we don't kill that summon Bahamut. Or rather, we don't use Strip Apart on the Oracle, and instead we use it on summon Bahamut. I mean. Have to attack, and you as well, so we double trigger. Sure. And Bruce Darl or Preacher. Bahamut, and they destroy Selfless Spirit. And that's a Conduit of Worlds, which we don't want them to have. Yeah, if they have that, they're gonna have the Strip Mine lock. Or I guess they shuffle it away so that they can get another land on top. Okay. 2 lands, I guess. And that's an Emrakul. I guess we do this card. And let's see. We can get Solitude. Okay. Really not as good, but okay, so let's do the math here. If we discard here, this is gonna deal 4. Probably not enough. Let's discard still. Yeah, opponent can block everything, so good games, I guess. Deseret, Betrayer of Flesh. Okay. I guess Thalia into Ambergris into Mishra. That might do it. And we get the 1-drop. Nice, nice, nice. Cold Steel Heart. Opponent searches for a land. And Ambergris is actually okay in this deck as long as you specialize. Then you get to deal, I think, yeah, the red one deals 6 damage, where X is the number of cards you discarded this turn. You do that twice, and the second time goes harder. Let's go for kicks, I think. Mana Drain. Extra turn, and Oracle of the Alpha. Okay. Not the worst mana drain, but let's see if they can make it count. Witness Protection on Thalia. And Ristic Study. Is this enough to kill opponent? 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, it is. Let's play Mary. Don't pay the one. Kill your Oracle. Don't pay the one. Combat. Attack all. GG's. BB. So we have answers for BB, Snare, and Fury. So let's play Siphoner first. And we'll go from there. Of course, we draw Gemstone after. And now they can cast one spell. If it's protection, we don't like that. Chromox. Let's see if they tap it. Opponent didn't plan it this ahead. Okay, they send Fury away. And that means they have red mana only. Saragaban. Okay, let's block trade. Sure. But that means we get to snare BB. Start your engines. I guess maybe we could also Fury since it was at 4. Then that way we make sure we can deal with it. Or rather, we make sure we can make the use of Fury. Okay, so... Eevee loses to fear of missing out. And now we can hopefully try to get to max speed. And we can also clip Lantern Flare. It costs 5 mana, but if our opponent is playing 7 for BB, then we're okay with trading like that. Flame of Anor. And is this a counter spell? Seems like it. Nope, maybe a removal spell. Protection? Could be. Snapcaster for flame. Ooh, that actually hurts. Yeah, if we didn't have all lands, this would be an interesting game, but let's see if we can get something here, I was gonna say. Need Missed Baron. Okay, I guess. We still need non-lands, though. Okay, I guess that's not really it. Totally good game. Tiamat. Okay. Opponent plays Burgeoning. Oops. There you go, some ramping. And this restoration. We get our commander with Mobilize 2, which becomes Mobilize 4. And destroyed an Orso land. Yes, we can play you, attack, and then either Snare or Gateway Express Sarkhan. Okay. I think we Gateway Express. Now let's see, can we kill our opponent next turn? I think we can. And they didn't get their land, so they kept the mulligan just for versioning. And it seems like they only drew 2 lands for a couple of turns, so good games, but mulliganing opponent. The first lever, we are missing red, but let's see how this hand turns out. There we go, red. Is that a counter spell opponent? So it cannot be growth spiral because this doesn't make any simic colors. Once upon a time? Altanak, okay. My turn. And we're gonna draw 2, make 2 attackers. Yep. And good games. Yep. I guess opponent had spot removal, but with Giver, maybe they didn't get to use it. Even if they somehow managed to play their commander, maybe they could try to hit for a Wrath. But other than that, their chances were very slim. Good games. Any Bones. The Bones himself. I guess we play Bronco, and after that we need to think about it. Oops. We still need this. Black source, red source, and all 3 white sources. Solar Transformer so that they can play a discard spell as well as Tiny Bones. Makes sense. Ooh. My bad. Hopeless Nightmare. Now we play Preacher of the Schism. Grief. Okay. Necropotence from opponent. In and Gemstone Caverns right on time. So I guess we World Leaders call, or maybe Humiliation. No, call. So we have more colors that way. And let's look at the opponent's hand. Takes some time. I still Explorer, Deva, Chromox. Please. Human. Careless Provisioner from opponent. Year of the Schism. And Lotus Cobra. Oh, that's gonna sting. Opponent is not hitting those lands. On the other hand, we are doing lands galore. GG's, I guess. Sephiroth. I guess we have to mulligan. Although I really like Waystone. Maybe let's gamble for this one. We lose, we'll lose. Inquisition of Koselik. Ooh, I guess we lose. Okay. So we just need one land, doesn't matter the color, we can cast Boromir. But if we get the colors, that's better, we can cast Lightning, hopefully Goblin Bombardment later. It seems like that's not the case, so Talia. And they remove Thalia. Makes sense. Although if they play Sephiroth instead, we can Bombardment. Well, we still need a land, I guess. Thank you. Oh, but we don't have red. Yep, because the birch is not activated. Should trade? Yep, like that opponent. Now they're gonna sacrifice the snake to Sephiroth, I think. Or they should, if they want. There you go. That's not it. Okay, go for the throat. Yeah, unfortunate. Now they get to attack with Sephiroth, sacrifice the snake. We just need this goblin bombardment. Okay. She altered the apocalypse. Okay, this is gonna be a joke. Yeah, okay. Let's continue. Okay, this bot racing Cormela Ham. So long, hopefully initiate. Let's do some invading. Draw Collagan's command, search for Ascanta. Guess we take the search. Now we play our commander. That Collagan's command is gonna threaten our Riddle Snare. Okay, they jumpstart that. Ooh, discarding Dark Ritual. Yep, good games. Kind of a lot of mana screw games, including 1 or 2 for us. Weird. Jargo. Okay, I'll bite. A katana. Are they trying to get the achievement or do they already have it? Untouchable. I guess they already have the damage, so it's about. Okay, let's sack this. I guess when we are 1 turn away from Offspring. And with Offspring, I think we attack, then make 2 white rabbits and sacrifice them to Sephiroth. Black market connections. So I think it might be Feral Push. Okay. Sacrifice 2 little rabbits. Draw 2 little cards. And I guess we trade. Not dead after all. And protection from black. Oh, they sent the command zone. That was a mistake. Yep. Sorry about that, opponent. You should still, by all means, have your big boy. Good games though. And that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and you might notice an absence of Sword to Plowshares, another really other interaction that I typically play, and that's because when I play some of the most powerful cards like Romox here, or even I think at this point Gemstone Cavern, I try to not put as many, so if you wanna try it, if you think swords might be useful, which it is, and it's definitely better than our damage base removal, feel free to do so, but for now I think this is good enough so that we don't get paired against the powerful decks. I think they should be about the same, but yeah, and as you can see, this deck has some of the typical aggro issues. If we don't get some card advantage early on, then we might flounder, and we might fall also to a well-timed Wrath, which oddly enough it didn't happen this game, or this PlayStation, so at least we had that going for us. And obviously that's why we have Boromir and Invasion, as well as Bulwark Ox. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.